Hi, welcome to lunch. Lunch of an artist, right? Hi, I'm Vincent Fink, and welcome to lunch today. I am having a sandwich, as I very often do, that I created, and it's quite scrumptious, and I'm having some Lay's wavy chips here. And topic of today is just a quick little update about things. I want to try to make sure that I'm offering as much value as possible to you guys. So, I've just been hella busy, which is a good thing, but it also makes it kind of hard to create content all the time. So I thought, hey, how about just a quick video where it'd be like, you sitting down eating lunch with me. So let's do that. How are you doing today? How's things been? It's good. It's very good. Oh, I'm happy to hear that. Really? Amazing. Oh yeah, I understand. Wow. Okay. So, yeah, I've got a couple different things going on lately. I've got a 3-person show coming up in San Antonio. I'm so bad with dates and things. I don't want to say the wrong date. I don't have it in my head, but it is coming up in April. And anybody in the San Antonio area, definitely come check it out. Boy, that's dumb of me to not even know the freaking date of my show. Let me go look it up real quick. Grab the old iPad here. And when I say old, I mean old. This thing doesn't even hardly hold a charge anymore. Alright, let's see here. It's coming up in a couple weeks. Here we go. So April 14th is what I have it at. Yeah. I have it entered in here 3 times on the 14th, so that should be accurate. Really cool show happening. Let me pull up the emails so I can maybe give you a little more info about that. Of course, that's not working. Let me try something else. Really good friend of mine named Raul Gonzalez, amazing artist that I've known for over a decade. We kind of both watched each other grow as artists and grow our art careers. And I will say that his art career is advanced tremendously over the last decade. I'm very proud of him. His work has become just awesome. As well as, so he's actually not in the show. I just realized that, I guess, not too long ago. And when I say not too long ago, that means like actual minutes ago. Install dates, April 10th through 13th. So opening is Friday, April 14th. So maybe did I say that wrong? No, okay, yeah, I said that. Okay, cool. Cats roaming around the house. What's up, Beta? You want to say hi to everybody real quick? Here's my big boy Beta. He's quite a lovely guy. He's a fluffy Maine Coon. He loves me. He always just wants my food, and he always wants my pets, one or the other. So let's see here. So the exhibit is with me and 2 other artists. Stephanie Gonzalez, who's another Houston artist that I've known for a long time, and she's wonderful. She does some really cool kind of abstract geometric stuff. And a new guy that I'm not too familiar with, and his name is Calvin, something with a P. What's his last name? Presley. Yeah. Calvin Presley. He identifies as he, him. So well, it's going to be a very interesting show. I'm not sure really what to expect from Calvin. I've seen a little bit of his work, but definitely not as familiar with him as I am with Stephanie. So looking forward to seeing some updates from him. We've it's really hard as artists for us. It's like trying to herd cats and trying to get us to do anything together. And certainly I'm as much to blame for this, if not more so than anybody else. I know Stephanie tried to kind of get our heads together, a month or so out, several months ago, whatever. And we tried to have like little meetings and like a Zoom meeting, and just every time we tried to do something like that, somebody would be like, "Oh, I can't make it now," That wasn't me though, except for maybe I came in late. I came in late on one of the reschedules, and I was a bit late, like 45 minutes late. And they had just signed off. There was only two of the, it was the curator, Raul, and Stephanie. Calvin didn't make it. So we just had individual talks with the curator, and so that was a fun thing. So it's kind of just like a random thing now at this point, where we're gonna figure out how it goes together. It's becoming kind of last minute. We've got about 3 weeks out. It was really hard though for me, honestly, to try to coordinate this kind of stuff as far as like artworks, and because I'm always working to the last minute for a show. And I need to change that. I need to get a little bit better about that. But with the fire, and I'm not trying to like use that as my crutch or my scapegoat or whatever analogy. But it has made this year hard. It has made the first couple months of this year very tough on me. Much of January, I was bouncing between the studio and home and the storage facility between nearby the studio, because I had to get all my stuff out of there. And then once I got things home, I had to rearrange here and really try to convert some areas of this house into a makeshift art studio, which I'm very optimistic about things, and sometimes I'm overly optimistic, and I don't see how bad things are or how hard they're going to be. But let me actually leave that open. I got more events to tell you about. So that's the problem, is I underestimate the time involved in some of these things, and just how severe and bad these things are. And it may have even been a good idea to like say no to some of these shows coming up, but I need every opportunity I can get to get my art out there. I certainly want to get my art outside of Houston more, although doing shows around town is certainly important still. But I need to get my art out there more, and I'm not in a position to really be turning down any good opportunities like that. Now, there are a lot of bad opportunities coming around that I'm starting to get better at learning, like, okay, that's just not worth my time, And for instance, there's a couple of these art shows in support of us artists who have been affected by the fire, and a lot of people have been, I guess, kind of trying to jump on that gravy train. Obviously, I'm sure there's altruistic intentions. I'm sure they mean well, but there's also kind of a side to it where it's kind of a virtue signal. It's like, it kind of seems like, okay, you're just trying to use this tragedy to promote your enterprise, right? Your gallery or your whatever it is. I'm not saying that's what you who's watching, who's probably taking this personally, is thinking, no. But it's just, some of these are not real opportunities, in fact, we're just enhancing these other people's spaces or persona or whatever it is. There's actually not anything to gain, not very much at least. We'll put it that way. And for me, and where I'm at in my career especially, some of these shows just are not helpful. You know, they're just a waste of time, unfortunately. And you know, it's like my time is very valuable, and I can't take every show, especially like every art market and things like that. You know, I'm actually trying to get away from that stuff, because unless it's going to be profitable, and even still, sometimes even if it is profitable, it's like, yeah, but I could have been creating new work for this show that's coming up, or these shows, there's multiple shows coming up, and I need to have time in the studio working, or home studio, whatever. That's important. That's actually more important than getting out there and trying to hustle a few bucks. Or is it? You know, it's like, it's this horrible balance that I've been juggling for over a decade. And certainly my patrons, you guys are making this a lot more manageable. And if I could just get a few more, I think we'd really be in good shape. So I'm really hoping that perhaps this video can reach some new people. But if not this one, perhaps others that I'm going to be making in the future. A lot more of these kind of just very informal talks, I think, maybe is what I need to do. We'll give it a shot, right? I'll try everything at least a couple times. But yeah, it's all about getting more patrons, really, and getting more higher level galleries and opportunities, because that's where I'm at. I mean, I've been doing this art thing for my whole life. You know, I'm 38, about to be 39. I graduated from the Art Institute like 18 years ago or something, almost, I think. It's just, I've been doing this for a long time, and it's almost demeaning at this point to do some of these like opportunities, you know. And I've come to find that I do have, I guess, you know, it's kind of a bipolar in it. I think I might be bipolar, by the way. But because I have extreme happiness and extreme sadness just on anything, not anything, but certain things that I care about can very much tip that scale. But I can also be extremely confident, and then something, again, will shift my attention, usually seeing the success of somebody that I believe I could be experiencing the same of, and start questioning why I'm not, and that can just really screw me up. And so there's that confidence, and I try to embrace that when it's there, but then there's that self-doubt that comes rushing back in very soon if I'm not continually affirming what I believe to be true, which is that my art is worthy of being in the highest of galleries. You know, I've worked my whole life for this. This is what I've set my intention on. So, and I want my art to reach a lot of people. I truly believe that my art reaching more people will actually help them and help the world, you know, because I instill so many ideas that I think are uplifting to the human condition into my work. So, and I believe art does have that ability to heal just in general. So me dedicating my life to art, that would make sense that it needs to reach more people. Obviously I can't help other people if I can't help myself. So therefore I need to build up my financial stability and keep myself healthy, which has been a problem over the last year or so. I realized that's still getting worked out. It's still not completely fixed, but I think we're on the right path. But enough about all that personal stuff. Really, let's get in some of the good news. So again, with dates and shows going on, I've got we already talked about the 3-person exhibition at Clamplight Gallery, by the way. I didn't even mention that. It's Clamplight Gallery in San Antonio. April 14th is the opening. So I really hope if anybody's in the area, if you know anybody who lives in San Antonio, please let them know. It's going to be hard for me to market this to an area that I don't know, so I'm probably going to try and pay for a small Facebook ad or something like that. So again, that's where the funds come in. That's why I need patrons. That's why we need help, so we can get the word out about our shows and about the work in general. There's a lot of ads that I'm hoping to start placing soon that I think will actually start building up my art business, as well as the .506 clothing line, which I use my art to create science-inspired t-shirt designs. And I've been actually cold calling dozens of museums. I've gotten us into several in the US, as well as we've been found in Canada as well. So we're in several of those. That's pretty cool, but we need more. Again, it's like, if we could double, triple, quadruple these numbers, at some point we're going to reach that tipping point where it's like I'm no longer scrounging for funds, right? And I'll actually have money to take care of my health and take care of my family, and fix up this house and maybe get a better one. Living in my parents' house that when they moved out was not my intention. I never wanted to come back to this house, but here I am. So there's lots of things that I could do, but I'd love to have money for those ads to get the art and the brand out there, to be able to pay people. That's kind of one of my long-term visions, is to actually be able to staff people, to create jobs for others, to teach, and teach them how to do it once I've cracked the code. But I know mainly I have the code, and the code is I need a little more money to fund these ideas. So really need more patrons, really need more people at least just buying the art, going to the online shops at vincentfink.com/shop or .506.com/shop. Anyways, going back to the events, let's see here. So there's this recess market at the X Atrium, which is the old post office. It's 401 Franklin Street in Houston. That's going to be going down the 27th. It's going to be a kind of a nighttime market. Let's see. And it was, I believe she said it was probably 6 to 9 or something. It was kind of later. Maybe it was 9 to 11, I believe. I'll have to get back to you on the exact time of that, but that's going to be kind of cool. And that is a little market thing. I'm just going to set up a very simple thing. It's for a really cool local business called Recess, and they're just trying to spread a positive message about rebuilding post-pandemic. And they're using some of my art for one of their zines. They're putting out zines every week or something like that, and it's just really cool what they're doing. So I wanted to, they support me. They licensed my art to use in the April issue. So then they asked me if I'd like to come. I said yes. I might even be singing with them. Their founder, Kaylee, she discovered that I sing, and she loves my voice. She loves my music. She came out to the Montrose marketplace, and her and her husband enjoyed my set, tipped me very generously, and so I was want to return the favor. That's great. So that'll be going on the 27th of April. Oh my God, there's so many other things, and I don't even know if I have it all in this in my calendar. What else is going on? I don't have it in here yet, but I also very excited to be included in a group art show in Poland. My actually neighboring artist at Winter Street Studios, her name is Adelia Bautista, and oh my God, let's see here, where is she? Let me find her messages. No, here we go. Yep. And so this is going to be a really cool thing. An exhibition in Poland celebrating its 600 years. Her friend curator is inviting 600 artists from all over the world to exhibit a painting there. The paintings will have been done on a cloth that he sent. I just picked it up yesterday, and it's around 36 by 36 inches, so it's a nice size. The theme has to do with something related with 600 years, and it could be something historic of the place or something as simple as 600 brushstrokes. We will send back the cloth by the end of March. I just got it. You just gave it to me, and we got to send it back at the end of March, which is approaching rapidly. We're on the 23rd here. So yeah, really cool. But yeah, man, I've got so much to do. So that's happening. What else? It was just in my head, and then I started trying to think about what I'm going to do for this. Oh yeah, now I remember. The other event. I don't know what I'm going to do for this yet, but it should be interesting. Something should formulate soon. We'll drag something out of the ether and create something spectacular. What do you think of that? If you could make a sandwich this good, you'd probably eat one like this just about every day too. All right, so let me see here. Well, I actually I do need notes because I don't want to say the wrong dates again. Let me check my emails, but I saved the best for last probably. I'm just so blown away. I'm so happy. So there's one of the top like pop surrealism, contemporary surrealism galleries in America is they're doing a show. They put out a call for submissions for a portrait show. That gallery is Modern Eden Gallery in San Francisco. So I am just over the moon that they actually they accepted my submission. And I've been actually courting them, trying to, I've sent some emails. They've actually responded to my emails with like actual responses, not just a canned reply, but they've actually been very nice to me over the years. This will be my debut there. And I'm just really excited about this. So it's, let's see here. Your portrait show 11 submission has been received. So I'm guessing maybe this is the 11th one they've done. I don't know what's up with these iPads and stuff, man. I'm telling you, Apple's really gone down the shitter. This is BS. Like I have the email here, but I don't have the thread. And I don't have the latest email. Here we go. Okay. Thank you for your submission to the Portrait Show 11 Beyond Original. We have reviewed your work and think it would be a great fit. So, next step, I have to choose a piece. Okay, so this is the idea behind the show. The idea is each artist is going to paint something, no works on paper, paintings only. And everything is going to be basically like your interpretation, each artist's reinterpreting a classical masterpiece. It has to be something over 100 years old. Mainly they were saying to avoid copyright. Which honestly think if you're changing it enough, actually I know this, if you change something at least like about 15%, you can't be sued, all right, because it's a new work at that point. You can reference things, and as long as you're not straight up copying something, it's fine. And my work, there's no way I'm just gonna straight up copy a painting. I'm certainly gonna change it at least 10 to 15%, which I think it's actually 10%, I can't remember, 10 to 15, whatever. But no, that's not gonna be an issue. Either way though, I was like, okay, you know what? Well, I'm trying to think. I still haven't decided. And all the good Leonardo da Vinci, which is my first go-to, since I even created an amazingly detailed T-shirt design, wall art design, ink drawing of Leonardo da Vinci and all of his greatest achievements last year, and I spent probably 6 months working on that. Most of the time researching. So yeah, I'm a big Leo fan, and I'm kind of bummed that most of the paintings that I would have picked are already taken. I was think the Last Supper wasn't taken when they first made the call, but then when I went back now, yesterday, somebody had taken the Mona Lisa. So the only like real great ones by him that are left, in my opinion, are because actually he didn't really have a lot of paintings. Is Saint John the Baptist, which I was thinking of doing, and then someone else mentioned, a couple people when I made a post about this, said maybe the Last Supper. Now I love the idea of the Last Supper, of doing my own version of that. That's a lot of faces though. I mean, there's a reason where the term comes from. That's going to cost an arm and a leg. This is it exactly. Like, how many arms and legs, how many heads do I got to paint? I only have till the delivery deadline is June 10th. So basically we're going to have like April, May. Yeah, I got like about 2 months with plus a couple days, but you got to give time for shipping and all that too. So yeah, got about 2 months. I don't know if I can bust out a reimagining of the Last Supper, one of Leonardo's debatably best painting. That just might be a little too ambitious. I mean, I don't know. I'm thinking about it though. I love challenging myself. But anyways, let's see here. When is the show? It doesn't say in this email. So June 10th artwork due, June 17th exhibition opens. So mark your calendars if you're in nearby the area in San Francisco or nearby and willing to drive out a little bit to Modern Eden Gallery on June 17th. It's going to be their portrait show. And again, just one of the greatest things that has happened in my art career, honestly, so far, is getting into this show, because I really think, well, just being in this gallery alone is amazing, but it'll also probably open some doors to future galleries to maybe doing more shows with Modern Eden, which I would love. And this will be the second of some of the top, surrealism galleries are in LA and San Francisco. The other one that I've been in being Corey Helford Gallery, and that's in LA. So that's just amazing. I haven't actually heard from Corey Helford in a while. I'm gonna have to hit them up and see what's going on. Maybe we can do something this year. Take a quick break and look at this. I think I might be about done with my announcements. Tell me, what do you think? Do you have any suggestions for the classical painting? Any painting of 100 years or more older? Do you have any suggestions that you would like to see me do for this show? Please let me know. Type it in the comments. I'm very excited to read your ideas, but I need them quickly. I'm gonna make a decision very soon because I gotta start like ASAP. By the way, I still have a piece in Corey Helford Gallery in their inventory. It's still listed online as well too. It'd be badass if you bought it. It's a great piece. And out of the two pieces that I've had exhibited there and on their inventory list, one of them was picked up by one of my great, awesome collectors. And yeah, so that's really cool. Hopefully that next one can get sold as well too. Shout out to Scott Weiss, by the way. one of my patrons and collectors who picked up that piece at Corey Helford. And he actually also commissioned me to do my first reimagining of a classical painting that I've ever done, which was one of the pieces that I submitted to Modern Eden in my submission that I think probably helped win me over, because it was an amazing piece. I never would have thought doing my own reimagining of a classical painting or a classic painting would be such a success and something that I would even enjoy, but I did by the end of it. And that was my own reimagining of Rene Magritte's Son of Man. So that's what's up. There's certainly going to be other things. I'm sure I'm forgetting some other things, but those are the main exhibits that I'm on my radar. Comic Palooza will be May 26th. I will be there. That'll be fun. That's in Houston. So look up Comic Palooza if you're into Comic Cons and stuff like that and you're in the area, or if you're willing to travel out. Other than that, I'm just trying to rock it here at home, man. It's very frustrating. I don't think my studio is going to be ready by the end of April. That was already pushed back a month from what they first said, and I knew that sounded too early. I stopped by the studio yesterday when I picked up the cloth for the Poland show. I drove down the road on my way to the Houston Symphony, which was an awesome little experience. A friend of mine got me some free tickets, so we got to catch up and see an amazing little act there of them performing in front of Our Planet documentary. So that was fun, but yeah, I stopped by the studio and oh my God, I mean, like, they are slowly trucking along. They finally gutted the whole because there's A, B, C, of the building is divided into three basically. The A wing is completely gutted now. There's no walls. There used to be a bunch of studios there. It's just a big open space there now. But it's still black. I mean, there's still soot like along the pillars. There's still blackness on the ceiling. There's a lot of work to be done still. I stopped by my studio. The only thing different was my door was open. It was just left open, that's what they're doing, I guess. But everything was exactly the same as I left it. They're supposed to move it all out, I moved all the art and things that I'm most worried about out, but some of the larger objects and equipment and supplies, they told us to just move it to the center of the room, and then I informed them that I'm okay with them moving it. They won't be liable if they break something, and so it's just sitting there still. So wow. In for a fun ride. Who knows when I'll have my studio back. I'm trying to make the best of it though. Hoping to save some money while not paying studio rent for the next month or so. And hoping that I can budget that out and maybe use that for something else that I need. Unfortunately, it seems like a lot of that's just going towards staying alive. We've got medical insurance now, so hopefully I can get some of those problems that I've mentioned before in my Patreon, some of those health problems, hopefully that will be solved very soon, because I've been taking supplements and I took some meds for a while and I followed the orders as much as I could by the previous doctor, but honestly, nothing has changed. I haven't seen any signs of improvement, so we'll see. So if you want to keep me in the game longer, I need more patrons, or I at least need more art sales. Money needs to come in so I can take care of myself, and so I can invest some of that money as well into the marketplace, into gaining more sales, getting more people aware of the art and of the brand. It takes money to make money, as they say. And I'm willing to do anything. I mean, I just don't know. I'm trying to be smart about it, about the usage of my time. I was doing DoorDash. I even did that during the holidays. That's how badly I want to succeed. I was taking time away from art and shit because I thought, okay, well, let me at least make some quick cash. It was very unprofitable. I remember one ride I did took like 45 minutes, and I think it paid like $5, $7 or something. No, it's just measly. Nobody would tip me. And I was very good at what I was doing. I was being very good about it. So, I mean, I take any job I do with pride. So I was very astounded by the lack of viability. It just did not seem like a viable source of income. It seemed like a waste and of wear and tear on my vehicle. So yeah, I've looked at other options. I've even applied to some jobs, you know, because I wouldn't mind getting a graphic design job or something like that again too, just to kind of help. But haven't been getting any callbacks, so that's upsetting. But you know, I don't want to waste too much time doing that. Wouldn't it be better if I was just working on art and building my business? You know, that's what I really want to be doing. So and that's what I do spend most of my time on. But I do got to find a way to get more patrons, more sales on the website. Like those are the main things. I know the art's worthy. I know that I have a very good collector base who has basically been keeping me alive for several years. So it's possible. We just got to find more of you guys. All right. Well, I'm almost done with my sandwich. I certainly need to get back to work. I hope this was productive, because I could have woofed this down in like 5 minutes if I wasn't talking. And I'd be back to work. I'm going to get back to work. I hope you enjoyed this little sit-down meeting with me. If you're not a patron yet, please sign up. I need the support. And if you are a patron, please don't leave me. I need you and I love you. And let me know anything that you are looking for as far as patrons or potential patrons. I am always aiming to please. So I will do whatever you want, man. You want me to do a dance? I can dance a little bit. I can sing and play guitar. I can do live painting, tutorial, live chats, whatever, you know, let's just let me know. So far, the only thing that my patrons have seemed to have been interested in is just supporting me. And I love that. I mean, that's great. That makes it easier. The only thing that they've expressed an interest in really was seeing works in progress. I guess they just want to see my work. So that's great. And they want to see that I'm continuing to create. You know, they like seeing the process. So I'm just going to keep doing that. I'll keep posting works in progress and try to explain my process a little bit and what's going on. But other than that, let me know what you're looking for. And I love you guys, everybody. Thank you so much for supporting my art and supporting me and allowing me to serve you and to serve this world and bring something into the world that has a vibrationally harmonious message, right? Something that speaks to both hemispheres of the brain and the soul, right? Wherever that lies. All right, take it easy, y'all.